Good morning, everyone. So we find this fascinating thing in Jewish leaders that there's a connection of being a shepherd and being a Jewish leader. King David was a shepherd before he became king. This week's Torah portion tells us that Moshe was a shepherd before he became the leader of the Jewish people. Jacob was a shepherd. What's the connection? So I want to answer this question with a quote from Rabbi Levavitz. Says Rabbi Levavitz, the test of a person's spirituality is how he treats others. Think about it for a minute. The test of your spirituality, of course, you got to do mitzvot, and you got to connect with God, and each one of us on our own level. But the test, if we're doing it properly, and our spirituality, is how we treat other people. Because when we treat other people properly, then we're not full of ourselves. When we treat other people properly, we realize that there's a greater cause, a greater purpose to the world than just ourselves. And then we could have a relationship with God. We could be more spiritual people. When we're revolved around ourselves, we're just thinking about what we want, what our needs are. We can never have a good relationship with God either. It says the commentaries, that's why the leaders of the Jewish people, the great leaders of the Jewish people, were shepherds. Because a shepherd has to think about all the flock. A shepherd's job is extremely hard. Rabbi Akiva was a shepherd also. He thinks about all the different details, hardly sleeps. As we see in this week's Torah portion, Moshe saw that the kid ran away. He picked it up and he says, I didn't realize you were thirsty, I'm sorry. And he picks it up and carries it. That's thinking about other people. And that's why that was a test for leadership for the Jewish people. My friends, we're all leaders. You can say, I'm not a leader. I'm not a head of a synagogue. I'm not a head of an organization. I'm just a no one. No, we're all leaders. Because when we do something good, when we act in a positive way, when we do a positive post, when we talk in a positive way, it's contagious. And eventually, the more people that talk positive, the more people that try to think about other people's feelings and try to change the narrative into a positive way and not a negative way, or God forbid, doing things that are just not appropriate, acting in a way that's not appropriate, but acting in a positive way, things change and more light is created. And when there's more light, the darkness becomes just a shadow and eventually is gone. That's what we have to work on. To put unity back, to create peace, to make sure that we merge the differences and create a peaceful environment. We have to work on ourselves, and each one of us, and I'm talking to myself too, to make sure that we light up the torch and create more light in a positive atmosphere by thinking about what we're saying and thinking about how we act. Wishing everyone a beautiful day and a peaceful day.